car vlog at night. So, I recorded a car vlog yesterday, but I know that if I put it out, I'm going to ruffle feathers, so I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'll just record a new one today and not talk about any of that stuff. Yay! Basically, I got into how I feel about politics, and I'll just leave it there. So yeah, car vlog. So what I was saying aside from that was that I've been listening to music more, and I realized that music is kind of important. Like I'm not musical in any way. Like I don't sing or make music or even play music really, but I like music, and I realized that it helps me get into a better headspace than, say, all the true life documentary things I've been into. And I think that's helpful. I need to have more music in my brain space. So I've been doing that. And it's been helping. Like, I'm not just so in a deep, dark hole. Like, I am still listening to that stuff a little bit here and there. Just because, like, I'll put on Spotify, and I'll put on the DJ because, I want to hear some new stuff. But all it wants to play is pop crap that I don't want to hear. And then it's like, oh, well, here's some stuff you like. And then it plays like the same 5 songs that I've listened to 1,000 times. It's like, something else, pick something in the middle. And it never wants to. So yeah. So I'll get tired of that and I'll put on like something that talks for an hour so I can just kind of mindlessly listen to it. And usually when I find something that talks for an hour, it's a true crime documentary because it'll go blah, blah, blah for like an hour and a half. And that's cool and all, but then I've filled my whole day with, did you know how someone died? It's crazy. And I'm like, okay, no thanks. So I'm trying to get away from that. And after putting out my last video, I got asked what Miss Pac-Man was. And yeah, no. Just, hello, bikers. Yeah, no. Don't figure that out. It's no good. But I did find out more about it, which is fun. Yay! It came up on one of my true crime things, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what that is. Great. I didn't need that in my life. And now I know more about it. Anyway, yeah, it's no bueno. And so we're going to get off that subject now and talk about work. Work? Not bad. I am getting used to the job. It's really not bad at all. And I've been talking to people that were in the job before me, and they're like, oh yeah, well here's what you should do. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Because usually at the end of the night I'll sweep, I've got like 45 minutes, I'll sweep. But what he's saying is I should sweep before, like sweep the whole place, and then I can cruise around on the scrubber for the rest of the night. And I'm like, oh, that might be okay. The downside to that is when I leave is when the night shift comes in and they like to use the scrubber. So I usually want to have it stuck on the charger before they get there so that it's charged up and they can use it and whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how I should do that. But other than that, it's sweepy, it's cleany, it's stuff I've done a million times and boring, easy. This is why I have 400 hours to listen to true crime things. I did discover a new anime that someone at work was talking about it, and like from the sound of it I was like, oh, I'm not into that. Okay, so let me explain. For those that don't know, isekai is a type of anime where like you're transported to another world, and it's usually about like Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff, magic and that kind of nonsense. Like, I took a video game and now I'm the most powerful thing in the game, and it's got like 1,000 word title, those kind of things. And like I see those and I'm just like, no thank you. But I was misjudging this one, and yes, it is that to an extent, but it's kind of like the reverse of that, if I could say. But it's called Solo Leveling, and I wasn't into it at first, because at first I was like, oh, it's another one of those where you're, and and it started, and it like the first episode was going, and it's like, oh, we're raiding a dungeon, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And this guy is like the lowest ranked dude, and I've seen this before. And something's gonna happen, and he's gonna be like magical bad, but whoa. But the way they did it is actually kind of cool. It's a little bit like Death Note, and that's a little weird. Like it turned dark, and it was like, oh, I was not expecting that. So like he gets like the where he can level up and whatnot, and yeah, they have these portals that open up, and it's like you can go and beat the dungeon, but if you're not the right class, then you need to watch out. And so what happens is he goes into one and he's okay with it, and then they like, oh look, there's a secret part, and they go into it, and it's like, oh oopsie, you ran into the S class, now you're all die. And he figures out how to live and yada yada yada. But the cool thing about it is like everyone else is stuck with what they got. He's not. He gets to level up, and so when he levels up, he gets stronger. Like in a game, and he gets to see the screen, like, and no one else sees the screen but him. And I think that's kind of cool. And the thing about him seeing the screen is like sometimes he will get punishment quests. So basically, if he doesn't do X amount of things in a day, he gets a punishment quest, and that's like survive for 4 hours with a giant centipede thing chasing you. It's like, oh, okay, so you definitely want to do the things every day. Otherwise, yeah. So he levels up, and he realizes he's getting stronger when he levels up, so he puts all his stats into strength because, and this is where typically it would lose me. But then he goes on this one thing, and it's like, kill the humans. I'm like, oh, what? Okay, that's different. And so I'm kind of hooked on it now, because he's whatever's telling him to do the things is not entirely good, and I think that's interesting. So I'm in it. Like, and it always ends on a really interesting thing where I have to see the next episode. It's got me like JoJo had me, like where I have to watch every single one like in a row, because oh my god, what crazy thing's gonna happen now. So I'm not gonna lie, it got me hooked, and I am into it. But I mean, it's not hard for me to like an anime. It's just got to be good. But man, some of these, like, I haven't really been into them lately. Like, yeah, there's the standbys. Like, I'm super excited for the new Dragon Ball that's coming out, and there's going to be Dragon Ball for the rest of time, even though Toriyama's passed on. That's just how it is. It's like Disney. They're going to just keep it rolling forever, and that's cool. Whatever, let them do it. But I am excited for new Dragon Ball, especially because Toriyama did have input on it, so that's really interesting to me. And I can be on cruise control, and I haven't done it yet. So, yeah, excited for Dragon Ball, excited for solo leveling, excited for Mashal. I never thought I would be into Mashal. It's like all the things I hate too, but then it actually ends up being good. I even like the stupid song that everybody hates, the bing bong bong bling bong bong. I'll put a link in, or put it in a video or something later on. Maybe I'll share it on social media, I don't know. I was like, I'm not really into that. Nope, I'm into that song. And it's just weird. Like, it's not my flavor of music in any way whatsoever, but that song, alright, yeah. I guess I've always been that. Like, if there's something good and I can associate a song with it, sometimes I'll like that song. Like, I really got into Aerosmith because I played Revolution X, that shooting game from Midway back in the day. And I was kind of already into Aerosmith a little bit, but like, that game came out and I was like, oh yes, I must have these songs. But yeah, I guess that's it as far as anime goes. Gaming wise, I've been playing Anthology of Fear, and I'll be posting new videos for that soon. I also played a little bit of Kong Skull Island, and it's terrible. It's the worst game I've seen in a while. I played it for like an hour and a half, and I was like, cool, I'm glad this is over. I'm never playing this again. It's the worst. It was no good. Like, it controlled, like, there's an airplane. Can you see that? It's zooming across the sky. Cool. Anyway, squirrel. Distracted really easily. But yeah, that Kong game was terrible. do not play Kong Skull Island or Skull Island Rise of Kong. Don't play it. Like this is the same people that did that atrocious Walking Dead game, and honestly, I want to check out that game, but I also don't, because if it plays like Kong, no thank you. But if it ever comes on sale for super cheap, I'll do a video on it. Why not? Speaking of, here's the part of the car vlog where I say, hey, what do you want me to do stuff on? Feel free to comment with 5 of you that watch. Let me know what you want me to blab about. You want to hear just about blabbity blab things, or do you want to hear about what? Tell me. Tell me in the comments. Tell me anywhere you see me, and I will pay attention. I swear. Oh, also, Octopotamus is in the hospital. That's crazy. I hope he gets better. Yeah, I just looking on the timelines and stuff in my socials, and it popped up there. Oh wow. So hoping you're getting better there, man. That's crazy stuff going on. You better so you can send me my box of robots. No, I'm just kidding. But do send me my box of robots. That'd be nice. But obviously get better first, and that's the important thing. Like if I never get my box of robots, that's fine. Just get better. But I like my box of robots. Please send it. But whatever. Obviously you're having an issue right now, so no worries. As usual, please just hang in there and live. Feel better. Let's see what else is happening. Lots of movies I want to see. I want to see Alien Romulus. I haven't seen it. A lot of good scary stuff is starting to come out. I want to see the new Beetlejuice. I haven't seen that yet. There's lots of stuff. And I'm glad that there's Marvel stuff coming out, but I don't care. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine. It was great. If I never see another Marvel movie, I can be happy with that, because really they've been. I just got burned out. There was just so much, and I was just like, I got to where I didn't care. And I think it's going to be like it was with the actual comic books, where it's the characters I like and everyone else can jump in a fire. But I don't know. They aren't the same as they used to be. Like, it used to be a cool thing. Go watch it. It was a little crazy. And now it's just like, yep, that's a thing that's happening. Great. Yep, hitting all the numbers. Okay, goodbye. Like, I cannot believe how much I hated the Marvels. Like, I wanted to like that movie. It had, spoilers, it had Beast at the end. Oh my god, the first X-Men, or I guess not the first X-Men, but, because we had Professor X in the Doctor Strange movie. But, really, freaking Beast, we had Beast, it was Kelsey Grammer, it was great, it was the best part of the whole movie, and it was 10 seconds. And if I could just watch that 10 seconds and skip the rest of the movie, okay. And which really sucks, because I liked Kamala. Kamala was awesome. Kamala Khan, cool deal. She was the best thing of that movie, aside from Beast. Everything else, generic Ronan the Accuser, Captain Marvel and her robot acting, the new person and whatever the heck's going on with her, Nick Fury phoning it in, okay. No thanks. We never need another one of those. Like, that and Eternals can just never happen again, and now I'm okay with that. Kamala Khan, get her own movie. That'd be fine. I'd be good with that. Put her in her own movie. Skip everybody else. We don't need Photon. We don't need Captain Marvel. We definitely don't need phone it in Nick Fury, unless he's actually going to do something that's not Secret Invasion, the worst thing ever. Secret Invasion was so bad. It wasn't the worst thing ever. That's all Eternals and the Marvels, but Secret Invasion was hard to get through. I think that was the last thing of Marvel besides Deadpool and Wolverine that my wife actually cared to watch, and she never wanted to watch any more after that. She didn't even watch Loki season 2, and that was good. So yeah, what else did I want to see? I want to see Alien Romulus. I said that. There's some horror movies coming out that I really want to see, and I spaced out what they are. The Speak No Evil I'm interested in, but if I see it, cool. If not, I guess it's just those three, and Beetlejuice. It seems like there's one I'm forgetting about. I'll remember at some point. Yeah. Let's see. see. Anything else? I think that might be it for now. We've got everybody doing good, everybody doing their job. Work's going good, life's good. Yeah. And I guess that'll do it. I have a happy 15-minute car vlog of me driving around, and y'all have a good one. Catch you later. Bye! Stay awesome. Car vlog at night. Night vlog. Another day. It's my weekend. It's my Friday. So I'll be going home, and I don't have to come back for 2 days. One cool thing, I put in for a bunch of days off because the kids have events and things going on that they would like me to go to, and I would like to be there too, obviously. So I put them all in like a while back, and they dragged their feet on approving, and then today I look and it's like approved, they're all approved. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, cool. So now I get to go to all those things, so that'd be cool. I may or may not do videos, I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, there's gonna be like one day where it's just all day. But that's okay. Turning and car vlog. You know what's funny? Like I said, lately I've been on that dark kick. Like, I've been listening to them all day. They were just like noise. I don't remember anything about any of them. And I don't know if that's bad on me, or if I'm just numb to it at this point, or what. Maybe you shouldn't enjoy them. Enjoy, that's a strong word. Maybe you should not experience them all at once. I don't know. Because, like, I'm hearing, I'm like, and now I'm getting to be like one of those people. It's like, I hear keywords and I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Like, I can predict them at this point. So now it's just like listening. And the ones I've been listening to have been like, here's the horrible thing. And you don't see the horrible thing. There's like, this is what happened. And then the rest of it's interviewing the suspect. So you're sitting there listening to him lie. And you already know what happened. And I guess maybe that's why I'm tuning it out. Because I'm like, yeah, we already know what you did. You're gonna yield, bud. Okay, I guess I'm gonna yield even though you have the yield sign, you ding dong. Good thing I got my phone. Good thing I have brakes. What is with driving and catching moron drivers, like, every time? Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, I'm numb to those things. Like, I hear them and I'm like, and like the minute I hear there was a foul odor, and I'm like, well, somebody's dead. And yep, usually somebody's dead. And I don't know, like so many other things in the world, there's just so many ways to do a thing that it's just like, yep, that's what happened. It happened this way. And this sounds callous, but like everyone I hear, it's like, oh yeah, they did that and that and that. Oh, okay. I have yet to hear one that's just like crazy. And, well, I mean, again, like I was saying before, seeing it on a screen and just hearing about it are two different things. And, like, seeing it for real versus hearing about it, two different things. So maybe that's where it is for me. Like, I'm not for real seeing it, so that's fine. I'm just hearing it like a story. So maybe that's it. Just hearing somebody go blah, 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 even no matter what they're saying after a while, it's just like, beep, turn it out. And that's just how my brain is. But anyway, let's get off that subject. What am I going to do for the weekend? I'm going to see my mom, apparently. She wants to come over, and that's cool. I'm going to play some games. Probably finish up, was it not Anthology of Fear? Because I finished that one, surprisingly. I thought there was more to it, and it's like, oh, over. I'm like, oh. Oops. I'm going to finish No One Dies Alone. Is that what it's called? It's been interesting. I'm having fun with it, but it seems like another one of those just story things where it's not a lot of actual gameplay. It's just like, look around and search and that kind of deal. But it's an alright story. I'm liking it. It's got like Blade Runner-y kind of thing going on. Fifth Element. It's nice. I've already done the first video. I'll put it out. I'll probably start putting out my Anthology of Fear ones here pretty soon. I think maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow too, is to make sure those get downloaded before they go away on Twitch, because I really hate that they go away on Twitch. I wish they would stay forever, but I get they only have so much space. And there's like 80 bazillion people doing videos, so they can't keep it all. But somehow YouTube can. Go figure. Anyway. So gonna try to knock out a review or two, because I'm a little bit behind. I still haven't got Sideburn out. Like, I start working on it, and then my brain goes, squirrel, and I get off on something else and just forget, but it's like about halfway done. And I know I said a couple days. Anyway, I have that. I have, if you want to know what other robots are coming, I've got Comic Edition Grimlock. I've got Comic Edition Shockwave, which I'm excited for, because Shockwave, I don't have a leader class, like for real Shockwave, in my collection. I've missed out on him every time. Him and Bludgeon. I can never get a Bludgeon. Every time there's a Bludgeon, I miss it, and then I can never find it. So I don't have a Bludgeon, and I would like one. So one day, I will find a Bludgeon, and one day I will have a leader class Shockwave. So he scales with my other ones that are... Right now I've got like a Walgreens Shockwave, and he fits in pretty well, and he's just so simple. It's like, alright, Shockwave! Yay! Good for you. But yeah, what else? Oh, coming up, I've got the crossover turtle transformer. I'll be doing that one. I think that's the one I'm going to do next after Sideburn, because I really want to get into that one. I like that one. It looks cool. What else? I've got a lot of legacy stuff that I've got to do. I've got Ferric. I've got... who's that one from, not Armada, he's like the time one, I forget what his name is. Chronos Prime, no. Anyway, I was never into the Unicron trilogy ones as much, so like, with the exception of Hotshot and Excellion and, who was it, Sideburn, I just was like, oh, whatever. Did not care. Although, Robots in Disguise, he's from, Sideburn is from Robots in Disguise, and I like a few more of them, like Skybite, the Megatron in that I really liked. I like the combo Prime and Ultra Magnus, which I missed out on the HasLab because life, which sucks, but yeah, it is what it is. It can join Unicron in the I'm never gonna have it category. And what else? I would really like to get those two, though, because, yeah, I really like those. I had the original ones for a little bit, but yeah. Transformers coming up. Oh, Excellion actually is coming up. I've got Excellion, and I think that's it. Excellion, the Turtle, Ferric, the one that controls time. I don't know what, Time Prime. That's what I'm going to call him until I get his name. Alpha Trio? No. It's something like that, though. It's like... Oh, gosh. I hate that I don't know. But if you want to know my weak spot in Transformer lore, it's mostly that. The Unicron trilogy that I have yet to watch. And RID, which I only know a little bit. But aside from that, we've got those coming. Got games. Oh, speaking of games, if you want me to play anything, let me know. I'm thinking about picking up the Marvel Capcom thing that came out, but that's one I'll get stuck on forever. Like right now, I cannot stop playing Vampire Survivors, and I haven't even streamed any of it. I'm just cracked out addicted to it because it's just that kind of game to me. I just sit down and play for 30 minutes and have a blast and turn it off and then do it again and over and unlock all the stuff, and I'm just, I don't know. Like, sometimes my brain is like, I need a good story, I need a this, and sometimes my brain is like, kill all the things for 30 minutes, whee! So yeah, Vampire Survivors, great game, cheap game, fun game, get it. Maybe I'll erase everything and start over and stream that, and just be like, watch me play Vampire Survivors for a month. Won't that be fun? But I'm thinking about what I want to do for Halloween, because it's coming up. and I'm going to do spooky games. I'm probably going to sit down and try to beat Sweet Home, because that one looks fun. And what else? There's several. I've got White Day that I want to get through. I've got a bunch of games like that. I just want to play and get all the way through. I don't really care if I get all the trophies. Speaking of, Anthology of Fear, I seem to think that there's maybe more to it than what I got. Because, like, the end of it was I got shot and died. That doesn't seem right. But then it was like credits, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's it. It's over. So, maybe? But, I don't know. I'll look into it. If there's more, then I'll get that one and play it some more, too. But, what else? What do you want to see for Halloween? You want to see me watch some scary stuff? Yeah, well, what do you want? I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. I know my friend, Glitchy has been doing some streams where he watches stuff. You're never going to get me on a face cam, though, because you don't want to see this. Nobody wants to see my face. But I'm also looking into how to do the, like, the image. Like, you've seen in the videos where it's just like an image of a thing, and it's like blah, 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 blah. I want to do that. But really, if you look hard enough, you can probably find my stupid face on the internet. But I still ain't going to show it to you on purpose, so there. But I'm probably going to start streaming shows. I'm going to see how that turns out. And I'll have to do that from the computer, and I'm not too sure how that's going to be. Because PS5 is pretty straightforward. Like, my stuff comes out clean. It's nice. Computer, not as much. Like, I get a little choppy, and you have to adjust things, and I don't know what to adjust, because even though I worked IT, I'm not the best at computers. So, that's a thing. I do want to stream shows and movies and things. There's all the copyright fun that I'm going to have to, like, stop every 5 seconds and be like, let's talk about it. In order to actually get through it. But, I don't know. It requires editing and whatnot, too, which, you know me, I'm the laziest at. I'm a one and done kind of guy. It's like, here it is, over. And I really need to get past that and work on editing a bit. Like with my Transformers reviews, there's really not editing as much as it's just putting it together and making it presentable, where it's not just like, look at this picture, man. I have to write things, and I could just soundbite things and be like, here's my review, and just talk about it over pictures. Or I could just do a video like this. But the videos like this, I don't want to edit. And pictures are easier to go in and do stuff with, so there's that. But yeah, I guess that's about it for this car vlog. Not a lot really going on. It's saying a lot. You like work was fine. Everything is good. Life is still good. So yeah, I'm planning a surprise for my wife. That'll be nice. I don't know if I'll video it. I probably won't. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. She's gonna like it. I like just randomly doing some nice things for her sometimes. Especially when I think she's having a really hard time. Which I don't know so much that she is now, but it's nice to give her a little boost here and there. Because she works really, really, really hard all the time. Like, for everything. She gives 180% to everything she does all the time. And it's nice just to boost her up a little bit. Because, man, she needs it. She does so much, and I feel like I never do that much. I just want to be there and do nice things for her and make her feel special. Because she's my wife, and that's what you do for wives. That's what you do for kids, too. But more so for wives, because you're going to spend your life with your wives. The kids will be gone in a while. They'll go do their own thing, and I'll still have wives to be nice to, so make sure she's happy. Happy wife, happy life. That's a real thing. And if you don't believe in it, then you're not going to have a happy life. The end. I guess it's happy significant other, happy life is how that works for a lot of people, too. But anyway, whoever you're with, make them happy, and your life will be better. Don't be a jackass. Yay! The more you know. Anyway, it's been like 15 minutes. I'm gonna shut my face. Bye! Have a good one. Stay awesome. And that about does it for this car vlog. It's going to be a twofer again because that's how my life works. Anyway, bye!